All right, well, we had 2 full match weeks played almost. We got a whole full week and like 80% of the week played so far since we last chatted, boys. So got a lot of football to talk about tonight. This is Red Card Radio. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you're listening from. Thanks for tuning in. Red Card Radio is a weekly look at the Premier League from 3 friends who support different clubs. My name is James. I support Arsenal. With me tonight is Brad. He supports Chelsea. And Sean, he supports Tottenham Hotspurs. Gentlemen, how are we doing tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, my team still hasn't lost in the past 5 match weeks.
Oh, I wonder where that came up.
I don't know.
Sean, how you feeling? Your team didn't play this weekend. Afraid of the snow, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Dang.
It was gross out. We decided not to.
Did you guys I know we're all wearing short sleeve kits. I mean, I guess Brad and I are, but you did Spurs not pay for the long sleeve shirts and the gloves? Like, what's going on, man?
We got a stadium to pay for.
Oh, okay. Got it. Understood.
You can't afford players.
Spending it on Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and Antonio Conte. Those are
we spend too much on Conte. We can't afford long sleeves.
Speaking of Conte, and actually, this is a wild tangent, but Sean, I need to highly recommend to you that you spend a couple hours and you watch the All or Nothing Juventus that just came out on Amazon Prime. And the reason why I'm suggesting that you watch this is because you get a good glimpse into Paratici. He's featured in the first couple episodes because now he's your football director or whatever. He was the football director at Juventus this season that season is chronicling. And also, your boy Giorgio Chiellini is maybe the most wholesome person in the entire world, and you'll stop being so aggressive against him after you watch that.
I don't think that'll happen.
Doesn't make him less ugly.
I mean, that's true. That's not. I mean, maybe it's not true. I don't know.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't have talked shit against Tottenham. Okay, all right.
Maybe.
Wholesome. You know what? My mama said, if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all.
Well, then Conte shouldn't have another press conference.
Yeah.
He's been slaying you guys left and right, and I am here for it. Oh my gosh.
Everybody needs to bow up.
His last one was when I was at Chelsea. Tottenham were strong and they competed, and now they just don't compete.
Did he say that?
Yes.
When did he say that?
Today.
Oh my goodness, I love that man. All right.
Yes, I am here for it.
We're gonna get back into the Tottenham slander for sure later in this podcast. But before we get too deep into it tonight, if you are listening, we really appreciate it if you could hit that like button, that subscribe button, follow, share, comment, all those things. We really love reading your comments and hearing from you guys. Give us a 5-star or 5-star rating, whatever on whatever platform. Apple is the main one, but wherever you can rate us, we really appreciate it if you do rate us. And you wouldn't want to be mildly inconvenienced, potentially by a marathon for the 3rd week in a row. I don't know, Sean.
There's a lot of marathons in Richmond. Okay,
what do you got?
Trotting out there.
No, if you don't like, subscribe, 5-star, and comment, you might move to a different location, different house, different apartment, whichever the situation is. Okay. You might move.
Okay.
And lose the sheets of integrity.
No.
Oh man.
What?
It's the sheets of unintegrity now. I can't find them.
Oh my gosh, Sean. Have you not reviewed, liked, and subscribed?
Yeah, you're right.
I should have done it by now.
Sean, you've got 2 things on this podcast that you do. You've got mild inconvenience.
Yep. Uh-huh.
And you've got the sheets of integrity. Those are your 2 things, bro.
Yep. And I'm only good at one of them.
You messed up both of them.
And I'm not even good at either one of them.
Like
I'm not even good at either.
You kind of. Yeah, I wouldn't even give 50% here.
I'm not even good at either one of them.
All right. So
I'm just here, man.
Loyal
I'm just here
listeners,
so I don't get fined.
loyal listeners, what we will do is we will hit the tapes. We'll go to the archives. We will find that information, and we're going to join the 21st century, and we're going to put it online. We'll make a Google sheet, and it will just be forever in the clouds, so that we don't have to worry about Sean moving and turning the sheets of integrity into a laughing stock.
It's somewhere.
In the lies.
The sheet of unintegrity. The sheet of lies.
I'm gonna go back and comb through the episode that we did those predictions on. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna make the Google sheet. I'm gonna text you guys, and you're like, "Oh, dude, I just found those. They were in my sock drawer or something ridiculous."
Have you checked your sock drawer?
They're somewhere. No, I actually haven't.
I'm gonna die laughing if it's in the sock drawer,
bro. If it's in the sock drawer. All right. So what we got on offer for you guys tonight, as always, we're going to talk about some comments that we got from listeners, or listener, I should say, last week. We will look at the results of football matches that have been played from last weekend, well, last midweek, because we recorded a little early last week because of Thanksgiving. So end of last midweek, all of the match week 13, which was over the weekend, and then the start, or actually it's like 80% so far has been played in match week 14. And then we will preview for you match week 15 coming up at the weekend before we get out of here for the evening. So as always, we'll hit up these comments. So tonight we had a couple from Will, had a couple lighthearted comments. One, Brad, he's impressed with both of us. You put something on Twitter when you said you would, and I actually watched the game of the week.
Ruined the bit
twice.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that.
Wow.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that, Brad.
I think you picked the wrong one, but it's fine.
Stop watching the trash game of the week.
I gotta do it every now and then, because I guarantee I won't be 100% on it, but I gotta do it every now and then. And then his next comment is now that Sean has joined the Ronaldo hurts the team bandwagon.
I didn't think I was that.
Let me finish the comment.
All right.
I wonder how long it will be until the English press comes to the same conclusion. I don't follow it too closely, but my impression has been that the late heroics Ronaldo has managed, parenthetically pretty consistently, admittedly, has clouded their judgment on the matter. Sean, you seem like you took offense to that comment.
I didn't want it to. I don't remember specifically what I said, but Ronaldo doesn't hurt United.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
I just disagree. He is good for the team.
How?
The only thing I said is it seems like everyone around him. This is my feeling, and this is probably what I said. It seems like everyone around him is trying to placate to him because he is Ronaldo.
So you think there's too much deference shown to him?
Yes,
it's hurting the team. So you think it's
it's not. Having Ronaldo is not bad for the team.
Yes, it is.
What I'm saying.
I didn't intend to say it that way. That was not my intention.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
That was my subconscious bias against Ronaldo at this point in his career.
Having Ronaldo is not bad for the team.
All right, that's fine. You can have that opinion.
How they play when he's on the pitch is bad for the team.
I think it'll be interesting. I think it'll be interesting to see how they line up with their new manager. Brad, you didn't even let
ruining it.
You didn't even let me tease it.
Look, I didn't get to ruin the intro this week, so I had to ruin something here. There's no teases.
We need to train Brad up.
I was on the record of saying Ronaldo's signing was for the press. It was for selling jerseys. It was for having Ronaldo back in the United shirt. It was not for on the field because it doesn't make sense.
But this is Manchester. This is Manchester United we're talking about.
They had no need for a left winger. They have no need for. They had no left. There's so many of us.
We could talk about this for a while. Again,
Martial, Rock. Oh my gosh.
We're gonna move on. Will's final comment says that if United's new manager allows Ronaldo to take a single free kick, he should be fired immediately. And I categorically agree.
Agree.
It's a true 100%. All right.
Absolutely. I'll fire him myself.
You'll fire him yourself. You're gonna drive right up to Manchester, right?
Yes, I've got a car that can go over water.
Just south of London, right? Right, Sean?
Well, it's like north. Oh, that's not south of London.
That's the joke.
Like,
that's the geography joke, Sean.
Oh no, it's like northwest. It's like northwest.
Correct. All right, let's talk about some football. So,
it's right near Aston Villa. Yeah, I think you got to go through Birmingham to get to Manchester.
It's possible. I don't know specifically where Birmingham is. I can tell you where Birmingham, Alabama is, because that's the right side of the pond for me. Anyway, I digress. Let's talk. We're gonna quickly hit, because I like to do things chronologically.
Okay, we're not quickly hitting anything. Okay,
we're quickly hitting the Europa.
Okay, I see where this is going.
Yep, we're gonna quickly hit the Europa League in the
Let's do this
because I want this. We recorded last week on Tuesday. I guess in theory, I should probably also have on there the Liverpool results and who played on Wednesday. Was it United or Chelsea? I don't remember.
United. Chelsea played on Tuesday.
So it doesn't matter.
Remember we 4-0'd Juve?
Yes, you 4-0'd Juve. That's true. Yeah. Oh, he did have a comment about that. Will did. He texted me because we might need to go back to that. Hold on. Thank you for reminding me.
Rewinding it to the comments.
Yeah, we're going to rewind real quick because I have one more comment from Will. And it says that apparently YouTube ate this comment. But it says, Brad, you won 4-0. You can admit that the first one was a clear handball. It hits his left hand first, then bounce off his right shoulder, deflecting it for an easy goal. And yes, Morata has been atrocious recently. I said months ago that Keane would be the starter by the end of the season. If he hadn't had some injury problems, it probably would have happened already. Morata can still be useful, and he'll probably perform better as a sub, but he's been very bad recently.
Recently?
Brad.
He's been very bad for the past 4 teams he's played on.
I think he was serviceable last year. But Brad, are you willing to admit that the first goal was a handball?
No.
You're such a homer. All right, we're moving back on. Going back to the Europa League. So West Ham got a result against Rapid Wien, and then Leicester got a result against Legia Warsaw, and then Sean, what happened? The Fighting Slovenians, the pride of Slovenia, got a 2-1 victory over your beloved Chickens. What happened, man?
Yugoslavia is a strong soccer country. Okay, with all of them. I'm not delineating any of them anymore because I got it wrong last time. Any one of the 7 have great teams. Okay.
So yeah, but like,
do we want to put James on the spot and see if he can name all 7? Since we want to talk about my geography.
I could have about 10 years ago when I was.
You can right now. You can give it an attempt.
I'd rather not.
I'll do it if you want me to.
So it's Slovenia, Slovakia.
Okay, there we go.
Croatia's probably in there.
Probably or is
probably.
Okay, no probablys in this. Are they in? Were they formerly of Yugoslavia or not?
I don't honestly know, bro.
Yes, they are.
I figured they.
Yes, were. You got that right.
That's all I got. I got 3.
That's it. You got 3.
Yeah, you'll tell me the other 4.
You forgot about Bosnia.
Oh yeah, my boy said Kolasinac.
Yeah, you forgot about Montenegro.
Okay, yeah, I would have never gotten Montenegro.
Albania.
Yeah, I would not have gotten Albania
either. Come on now.
Is it Bosnia and Herzegovina?
Yes.
As one singular state?
Yes.
Oh, well, you forgot Herzegovina.
Ooh. What?
You didn't
know what I'm all eating. All right, let's move it on because I just wanted to get out.
Wait, hold on. You don't have any comments about this loss?
No, I don't care about the Conference League.
And why is Harry Kane playing?
Why did he start?
Because Conte cares more about it than I do.
That's factually untrue. He's an Italian coach. Italian coaches don't care about the Europa League. And they honestly, I don't know if they even know what the Conference League is. He probably thinks he's in the Europa League.
He probably thought it was a scrimmage. He was like, what is this? What is this that we are playing?
Where are we playing? Why are there 3,000 people here?
I think they were playing. I think they were playing in a bigger stadium, Brad. Because
No, it was only 4,000 people.
Okay, that's what I saw on the television was not a stadium that only sat 4,000 people. I know that's what Wikipedia told you is that their stadium holds 3,700.
Maybe,
but that's probably not a UEFA approved stadium, so they probably couldn't play the Conference League matches there. So they probably played at a bigger stadium. Is what I'm saying.
Here's my second attempt at a distraction. By the way, Switzerland is not going to allow Switzerland's not going to allow young boys to come to United, so they have to move the game.
We'll talk about that maybe if we have time. If we have time. Okay, let's move on because Sean doesn't care. Sean doesn't want to engage on.
I do not.
I'd rather to some team in Slovenia.
I'd rather be out of the tournament. I don't care about this stupid ass bullshit money grabbing tournament. It's a waste of our energy. So I'd rather have a rest week.
It's interesting. Sean's team didn't even play at the weekend because they're afraid of the snow. And this was the one chance Sean had to talk about Tottenham Hotspurs this week on Red Card Radio, and he just passes it up.
No.
Impressive. All right, let's talk about match week 13.
Yeah.
So because, Brad, you'll forgive me if you give me a little bit of a pause here on the league table. I'm going to do the league table at the end today because we have match week 13 that is played and match week 14, and that would be a lot of things to go through first. So what we're going to tackle first, match week 13, the weekend, okay? So started off Saturday morning. Arsenal hosting Newcastle. Arsenal get a 2-0 victory. Villa away to Palace win 2-1. Liverpool hosting Southampton win 4-0. Norwich and Wolves play to a 0-0 draw. Brighton and Leeds play to a 0-0 draw. Brentford and Everton Brentford beats Everton 1-0 Sunday morning. Of course, the Burnley Spurs match was postponed. Leicester City is hosting Watford. They win 4-2. Manchester City hosting West Ham United in what appeared to be a very good game on paper. Turned out to be pretty good. City win 2-1. And in the on paper, what would have been the best match of the weekend, Chelsea hosting Manchester United. United sneak away with a 1-1 draw at Stamford Bridge. And yes, I think that that's a good result for United and a bad result for Chelsea.
Yes, it was.
So that was what happened in match week 13. Let's just look at that by itself. Honestly, no really big upsets, right? We can agree on that.
I think Brentford, Everton might be.
Yeah,
I was going
to say Brentford, Everton is probably a bad loss for Everton.
I mean, it clearly is a bad loss for Everton.
It's not shocking.
Yeah, right. Like that might be levels this year. I don't know.
I didn't look at the score line and be like, oh my gosh, Everton. I mean, but that's probably about the extent of it. Leicester putting 4 past Watford though. Watford are bad this year.
I mean, Leicester put 4 past.
Really?
Yes, they are, Brad. They've lost like 5 in a row.
Yeah, they're not good.
Watford just beat United 4-1. It was Ole's last game.
That's Watford right. You're right. That's fair. They've lost 4 out of the last 5. Excuse me. I apologize.
Watford is 17th.
Yeah, they're not good. They're fighting relegation, bro.
Yeah.
But what was the point I was literally about to make a second ago? Oh,
I don't know.
About Leicester. Leicester put 4 past United. So like they've got goals in them, I think. I think it's just defending, right? It's been their thing.
It's your boy Vardy. I mean, he's just making the
stand his face.
It's your boy.
I'll be so happy when he retires. I just cannot stand that man.
Well, he's like 41 or something, so it should be
not
soon.
even that old. He's not even that old.
Yeah.
But didn't you say 36?
I don't even think he's that old.
You said.
When did I say?
Because I was talking about Vardy versus Kane, and you said Vardy's like 35, 36.
I don't think he's that old. He's 34.
34.
Yeah, I just
Googled it.
Okay. I knew 36 was too old.
I was still floored. I still was floored that he was that old.
Brad, you Googled him too. Isn't his face just really punchable? Like, he's just not like, I just don't like this man.
So I guess we got to do this poll, right? Whose hatred is higher? James is for Vardy or Sean's for Chiellini?
Oh, well, that's me.
It's tough. No, because James has a lot of pent-up hate here.
Actually,
Vardy did turn down Arsenal.
Yo, it's like Ryan Shawcross, Jamie Vardy. Like Ryan Shawcross is much higher than Jamie Vardy because that dude is a cheat and he
we
murdered
do need
Arsenal players.
We do need to start a list of most punchable faces in the EPL.
Vardy would be at the top.
I would say, yeah, Vardy's
Anthony
definitely on the
Taylor.
list.
Anthony Taylor's at the top.
In the EPL, we can't punch refs.
Oh, Anthony Taylor.
Yes, you can.
I'm a Chelsea fan. I don't like Anthony Taylor. Oh.
I feel like David Luiz has got to be
voice?
on there.
No.
No.
Oh, well, yeah.
David Luiz?
He's such a
The
lovable
cheeky
guy.
grin.
No,
Oh
he's
my
not.
gosh, you can't punch him. For
Yeah,
that. Like
when
any
he-
moment he was punchable would be
Yeah.
the cheeky grin against United.
Yeah. Oh man.
That was my favorite
Kick him in
moment.
the mouth. Anyway, yeah. So I don't know. It seems that I think the Leicester result is good for them. Liverpool putting 4 past Southampton is honestly to be expected. I know coming into this game,
They scored 4 today.
Southampton.
Oh well, I'm jumping ahead, but
The Southampton manager was like, I don't know what happened to Liverpool. Like they've certainly gotten good again. And you're like, or maybe it's just that not
Have
all
you
of their
not been-
defense is injured.
yeah,
Like they have defenders again, and they don't have to play center midfielders at center back, and so maybe that might be why they're good again.
Yeah, they don't have Henderson at center back and Milner at left back,
Yeah,
so
like-
they're good to go.
Yeah, right. It's ridiculous.
I know I'm jumping ahead, but my takeaway from Liverpool today, I actually was able to catch the Liverpool-Everton game today. God dang, Robertson and Trent are fast, man. Jesus.
All right, we'll get there.
They're-
When we talk about match week 14, Sean, that's in a couple minutes. And
Sean, they're-
Looking ahead.
They're so fast, man. They're so fast.
I still need to talk about Arsenal, okay?
Okay, all
How
right.
great Arsenal is.
Okay, all right. Well, you beat up on a relegation team. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, man, it felt good.
Wait,
Felt real
wait,
good.
no, you said Newcastle's not getting relegated.
Who did?
So what
They're
is
not.
it, Sean? Is Newcastle getting relegated?
Well, right now they are.
History says they are.
It's looking real dire because they're in.
If you're the 20th position by
Well,
match
they
week
need-
14,
if they-
are getting relegated.
Literally, if they win 2 games, they're in 17th.
If they win 2 games, the rest
Actually,
of the
no, they're
year,
not. No, they're not. Actually, they need to win 3 games.
I mean, it depends on how many goals they score.
Well, they're not winning 2 games by a combined of
7.
8. Well, 7 would tie them.
I don't know.
And then I don't know where
Winning
it goes.
4-0 and 4-0 doesn't seem outlandish in the Premier League.
for Newcastle. It
I mean,
does.
yeah,
For Newcastle, it does. For Newcastle, it does.
that's true. They've
Joe about
scored.
to come back in those comments like, no.
Yeah. So Newcastle's not out of it.
Of course,
No, we got this. Joel, hey, Joel, me and you, Joel, Newcastle.
I mean, there's 24 games left, so like, of course, anything can happen. But
Yeah, Newcastle's coming.
History says it's not going to
Eddie Howe is about to have these motherfuckers playing great.
in the championship.
No,
You didn't finish your sentence again.
Eddie Howe. We about to bring it together. Me and Eddie and Joel. Me, Eddie, and Joel.
I mean,
we're going out.
the thing
We're
about
going out for
Newcastle.
Guinnesses after this.
The thing about Newcastle, you guys should go out for Newcastle's after this.
Oh yes, we should. Little brown owl. I do love a good Newcastle.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I don't actually think that aren't those from Brooklyn? Aren't they?
No,
they
I'm
made in
pretty.
Brooklyn?
I'm pretty sure that.
they're from Newcastle.
Yeah.
All right,
We
well,
really
so-
actually might get Joel in the comments here. The more we like, is Newcastle beer from Newcastle? Let's keep.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. No. Yes. Newcastle's from England. Yeah.
Newcastle
an
Brown
English thing.
Ale.
It's
Oh yeah,
English.
it is. Yeah. Okay.
Wow,
for
from
sure.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, I thought it was from Brooklyn. I thought I saw
James's
something.
geography lesson now. James taking
Wait.
the geography lesson.
That has nothing to do with geography, Brad.
Brooklyn,
Oh,
England.
Brooklyn.
No, I meant
No,
like
Brooklyn,
Brooklyn,
New
New
York.
York. How does
No,
me
it's not.
how does me thinking that a beer coming from a different city that it comes from a geography problem? It's just me not knowing where the beer
I mean,
comes
it's a
from.
completely different country.
Yeah, that's
but
because
we
I
can continue.
thought it was from.
Didn't know the
Brooklyn.
city. I'm with James on this one.
I
It's a
just
completely
didn't-
different city.
Yeah, it's not like I was like, oh yeah, Brooklyn.
How would you name Newcastle from Brooklyn?
Because
Yeah,
it
we
says
should guess.
Newcastle. I assume the same thing.
Anyway,
Was it made in Brooklyn?
All right. Anyways, what's the timeline got?
we got plenty of time. We're chilling on time right now.
Oh, we got stupid ass cannons.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think that's a good result for Arsenal. Good result for
It is.
Arsenal.
It is honestly, it's a good result for
I mean, it's
Arsenal.
expected.
Yeah, of course it's expected.
I don't know if it's good or bad, but it's expected.
No, like
It makes it good.
How would it be
It makes
bad?
it good.
How would it be bad?
I said,
I'm saying like I don't think it's either good nor bad. It's expected.
How is 3 points not good?
It's an expected 3 points.
Yeah, so
Like if you didn't get it, it's a terrible result, but that you got it is just that should be an expectation.
okay.
I'm with you, James.
Thank you.
So the correct take is a sign of a good team. I said this sometime during the season is beating the teams you're supposed to. So that's why it's a good result. Is you're not supposed to struggle against Newcastle.
And to be fair, Arsenal have actually done that very well this year, with the exception of Brentford. If you look at Arsenal,
Actually, that was the first game of the season. Yeah.
So if you look at Arsenal's 4 losses, it's Brentford, Chelsea, City, and Liverpool. So you take away the Brentford loss. We have 2 draws. One is against Crystal Palace, and one is against Brighton and Hove, I believe, is the other draw. So like if you think about like your team is you're supposed to be the teams that you're better than, and it's acceptable to lose to the teams that are better than you. Like Arsenal,
that's why you're in 5th with a game in hand.
Arsenal are doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I'm glad.
That's why it's a good win.
I'm glad you brought that point up. Speaking of beating teams that you're better than, why didn't Chelsea beat Manchester United?
You caught me off guard with that.
I caught both of you off guard with it. It was really good. I'm proud of myself.
The person that should have won the Ballon d'Or had a big mistake, and we couldn't convert goals.
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski.
Robert Lewandowski plays for Chelsea.
No, Jorginho does. He finished 3rd. Robbery. Actually, the real robbery was Mendy not winning goalkeeper of the year.
No, the biggest robbery was the fact that they had to create a new award for Lewandowski because they were going to give the BS award to Messi.
It's BS. It's a BS. Ballon d'Or doesn't exist anymore. It's a stupid fake award.
I mean,
every year just Nike bought what?
Bought those trophies that made those like golden goats for Messi. So like Messi had to win it this year. They made 7 golden goats in Paris.
It's stupid.
But okay, so yeah, Lewis robbery is one of them. But Mendy not winning goalkeeper of the year is absolutely asinine.
Okay, but about this Manchester United result.
Yes.
So
I don't
is this an Anthony Taylor?
That's a bad result.
Is this Anthony Taylor?
It actually wasn't. You know what?
He looked pretty good.
When I watched the game, he looked very fair and very good. So like, I was shocked. I was surprised. I was very shocked. Yeah, it was a very well reffed game. There, I said it. For the parts I watched.
That's on record. I'm clipping it.
So the thing is, you guys got a super duper extra plushy soft penalty. The penalty that
I didn't see the penalty.
Okay, so what happened was Wan-Bissaka was going to clear a ball. It was like a corner or something like that. It gets bounced around, and Wan-Bissaka goes to clear the ball, and Thiago Silva gets his leg in front of the ball before Wan-Bissaka hits it, and so Wan-Bissaka comes through Thiago's leg to clear the ball. And so he clearly makes contact. Clearly, it's in theory a foul, but it's just like
he probably hits Silva's leg into the ball.
Yeah,
it's Thiago being a veteran and getting his foot in there.
It's just it's if you're a Manchester United fan, you're a Manchester United player, you're just frustrated because you're like, yes, I intellectually understand that this is a foul, but I also understand that like 99% of the time I'm clearing this ball and it's not a problem. But just like this, he just flung his leg there in before, and like I don't know, like the neutral in me was like, damn, I'm mad that got called a penalty. It was clearly a penalty, but I wish it wasn't called.
Like if it was outside the box, you would have been happy it's a foul. But because it's in the box,
it's just soft. Like Silva's back is to the goal. He has no chance at doing anything with the ball, actually, like when he receives it. So it's just like, man, like it's just like if Wan-Bissaka doesn't do that, like United probably still clear the ball anyway. But yeah, you guys, it was a super fortunate situation, and Jorginho, of course, puts it away. As expected.
After his big mistake that caused us to go down 1-0.
Yeah, that one was pretty bad.
He's good for like a couple of those every single season. Like I'm pretty sure beginning of the season I was pissed off when we lost. Like last time we lost was because of him.
Yeah, he's not a flashy player,
No.
But he's flashy when he makes mistakes. His mistakes are monumental.
Yeah. Well, he plays such a monumental part, though, in everything.
But
in how the team operates and how the ball moves, he usually plays a very big role. So when he makes a mistake,
it's important. It's an important mistake.
It's an Eric Dyer type mistake.
No. Because like you expect Eric Dyer to make those mistakes.
Honestly, I expect Jorginho.
So what I'm saying, like when he makes the mistakes, it's Eric Dyer level.
Yeah,
that was the point I was making.
Yeah.
Yes.
But like he's just like Jorginho just like exists. Like he is what he is. He passes well. He defends fairly well, and he shoots penalty kicks fairly averagely, acceptably,
exceptionally
very well. I think we have the stats here.
We have the stats.
I don't think we
have here. Jimmy's coming back with the stats again. Yes, they are.
I don't think that the stats allay what you think they do.
They do
when it comes to his penalty taking.
They do.
Anyway,
he was third on the list from after Lua. It was like Lua, Hazard, Jorginho, if I remember correctly.
Anyway,
why don't you just buy Lewandowski then? Why don't you just buy them since you got so much money?
I mean, there was talks of that like a couple years ago.
He would have been cheaper this summer than Lukaku.
Yeah, he would have.
But he's older. But he's older.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. The dude's banging goals everywhere.
So actually, here's an interesting.
The story of Lukaku is I think the press has to be somewhat like the press of Chelsea. Bringing back the golden boy.
Oh, whatever.
So speaking of the golden boy, I saw an interesting headline on, I don't know if it was an article or a tweet or something that said, "Is Chelsea better without Lukaku in the lineup?" Brad, what say you?
No.
Okay.
I think we're much better with a focal point
what
at the top.
And why?
Because they've been trying to create Havertz into that role, and Havertz clearly can't play that role with our offense. So when Werner's up front, it's a different type of attacking. For that to be the case, you have to have like Mount Pulisic has to be healthy and playing for it to not be Lukaku at the top.
So I wonder if when Lukaku plays, defenses just will play a lot more narrowly against you and allow you guys to get the ball wide. I don't know how many headed goals you guys have scored this season. Clearly you've scored a lot of goals. You scored 33 goals so far this season. Second most in the league. So like clearly you guys are scoring goals, but I wonder like how many of those goals are from crosses, crosses from open play, either low crosses, high crosses. I don't care. I mean, the goal, Ziyech's goal today was from a cross. Mount put it in on the ground and Ziyech got it at like the 18-yard box, at like the penalty spot and scored. So like, I would count that because the ball's starting from wide and coming to the middle. Like, so I'm cool with that counting. But I wonder if that's the play against Chelsea when Lukaku's playing, because like he is the focal point. He is the target man. He is the prima punta, as they would say in Italy. I wonder if that's the play is to just like, get a single center back to just man mark the crap out of Lukaku and like maybe like a Giorgio Chiellini would if you would say.
Did you just cuss in Italian?
Did I? No, I didn't.
Well, let me tell you what punta means in Spanish.
No, you're putting an
prima punta.
Puta is what you're thinking about, not punta.
Okay. Wow, Romance languages not being very similar. What do you think punta means?
Yeah, punta is different than
completely different than what he said.
Than puta.
Okay,
but it's okay.
It's probably the same word. I'm just imagining because they're Romance languages and a lot of languages in the Romance language are close. I'm
gonna send this podcast to my sister Kate, who is a linguist, and she will give us some information on the Romance language in the comments.
Perfect.
Hit us maybe another subscribe.
She should like, subscribe, and 5-star while she's listening.
Yeah, so that's just a thought I have. So clearly, I agree with you, Brad. I don't think that's a thing. I think that Chelsea are better. I think we saw this last year, is that you guys were missing something in your attack. Now, I would also argue that, like, even though you guys have scored a lot of goals so far this season, I don't know if you guys have been as fluid perhaps as you expected to be, maybe It's hard to judge when you guys have scored as many goals as you have had, whether or not Lukaku's working. But yeah, Lukaku's been injured.
Injuries. And
Mount's been injured. Pulisic's been injured.
And we've kind of switched how our wingbacks play, which I think also hurt us in the United game. Is that Alonso and Hudson-Odoi were in the same space because typically Chilwell dives in deeper than Alonso. Alonso likes to play the sideline where Hudson-Odoi is for his crosses. So you had two people in one space instead of having that inverted wingback that we've been doing with Chilwell.
I got you.
So I think that also hurt us a little bit. They was trying to figure out how do we get back to playing with a wingback on the outside instead of on the inside, which has been causing problems for everybody. So that's why Chilwell and Reece have been scoring so many goals, is because instead of the wingers cutting in, you have the wingbacks coming in, and they don't know how to defend against that because the wingers have them so far forward.
How long is Chilwell out for?
At least 6 weeks.
What did he do?
It's like a ACL. It's an ACL injury, but it's not like a complete tear. It's like a medium tear. So
not requiring surgery.
As of yet, they're rehabbing it, and apparently the first couple of days, his response to it was excellent. So there's hope that he's back by the transfer window.
It's kind of like what happened to Xhaka. It was like a knee injury, but not requiring surgery. Now Xhaka's injury is going to turn out to be like 3-ish months.
I think it'll probably be closer to 3 months.
Yeah.
Especially getting back into fitness.
You don't want to push an ACL because if it tears, then you're done for 9 months. So,
yeah. So
at best.
Let's move on. We'll talk about match week 14. So match week 14 kicked off on Tuesday, and they had games on Tuesday, Wednesday, which is today, and then games tomorrow on Thursday. Today, if you're listening tomorrow. How many people can I screw up with that statement? But so on Tuesday, Newcastle were hosting Norwich in what I chose on Twitter as my pick of the week for match week 14. That game ended in a 1-1 draw. Leeds hosting Palace. In the other match on Tuesday, Leeds get a win, beat Palace. That's Palace's second loss in a row. So Patrick Vieira is going to have to get that turned around. That's a big win for Leeds, though. Leicester away to Southampton. Southampton and Leicester played to a 2-2 draw today. Watford hosting Chelsea. Chelsea win 2-1. West Ham United hosting Brighton. Ends in a 1-1 draw. Wolves hosting Burnley ends in a 0-0 draw. Villa hosting City in Jack Grealish's return to Aston Villa. City win that game 2-1. Grealish came on in like the 80th minute or so. And then the Merseyside derby at Everton. Everton hosting Liverpool. Liverpool get revenge from last season where Pickford murdered Van Dijk, among other things. And Liverpool win that game 4-1. Agent Rafa, he's at it again, boys. He's doing work for the boys on the red side of Liverpool. And games yet to be played in match week 14. So the games on Thursday, Spurs are hosting Brentford, and then Manchester United are hosting Arsenal in the famous fixture there at Old Trafford. So that's what match week 14 shook out and is going to shake out to be. So I'm going to start because loyal listeners, I did watch the first half of James's pick.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, wait a second. Do we think he picked it? Hey, Sean, did he pick this game because he could watch some of it?
I
think this was a disingenuous pick.
I picked it hours beforehand. I don't think this
counts.
I picked it hours beforehand.
When you knew your schedule and you knew you'd be able to watch it.
Bro, I'm a stay-at-home father. What is a schedule?
I'm just saying.
What is a schedule?
You knew that you could watch this game.
I have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old.
So you could be checking on it. I'm just saying. I don't know if this is a genuine pick. I don't think we count this.
Brad,
I want your pick right now for week 15.
You'll get it in like 10 minutes. Calm down, bro. I still need to find out what games are happening in match week 15, okay? I haven't looked at that yet. I haven't decided. Anyway, Brad, I picked it in the morning, and then I only watched the first half because my children woke up, and I had to be a father again, okay? So, like, I don't want to hear you going in on me for this because that's rude, anyway.
That's what we're here for.
Anyway, Yeah, so I watched the first half of that game. Newcastle picked up an early red card in that match.
Red cap.
And they did a really good job. Newcastle did of steadying the ship and being calm through like the first 30 minutes. They got the red card in the 10th minute, and through 30 minutes, it was still 0-0. And I think the first half ended 0-0, if I'm not mistaken. But Norwich was just turning the pressure on. They were pouring the pressure on for the last like 15 or 20 minutes of the first half. So that was that's my takeaway from the pick of the week.
So that was the first half of the pick of the week.
I intended to go back and watch the second half, but
this is your
stuff and things.
This is your second Norwich game. How did my boy Billy look?
Billy Gilmore.
I've been able to watch him. Yes, Billy Gilmore.
I forgot.
First half of the game was brought to you by Virginia ABC. Yeah. Don't forget the pregame.
This podcast is not sponsored by the Virginia ABC, but it could be. It could be
if you wanted to.
In the state of Virginia, please send us money.
Yes, the state of Virginia ABC,
and not just my tax return.
I actually, not even kidding. I might know somebody on the ABC board. I need to check into that. I'm not even kidding.
I mean,
bro,
I might actually have
shots during this podcast.
Oh no, I'm not doing. I don't do liquor.
I'm gonna keep drinking my water.
Yeah, I don't do liquor. I just stick to Natty Light, baby.
You're the one that said Virginia ABC here, so like I was just
going because I was thinking about pregame and only watching the first half.
Let's bring this back to match week 14.
Yeah.
You're asking about Billy. You're asking me about Billy Gilmore.
Yeah,
I was watching it for Sargent on Norwich. So
okay.
I stared directly at the redhead the entire time. I forgot that Billy Gilmore. I don't even know if he was playing. Don't even know if he was playing.
I think he got everything I've seen on the Norwich Twitter says he's got man of the match the past 2 matches.
He played well then.
I guess he did. And I love Tam Zeed's comments as you were talking about your pick of the week. He said, "How did you pick this trash game when Leeds and Palace are popping off?" Leeds Palace was a very good game.
To be fair, when he made those tweets, Leeds Palace was 0-0. So
but it was a good game.
Are you trying to tell me? Did you watch the Newcastle Norwich game? Do you know that
I watched.
So you're telling me Tam Zeed listens to the pod?
No. I was tweeting about this.
Okay.
About this.
Be nice if you did. I miss him. Anyways,
pouring out for the homie. 94th minute goal for Rafinha on that penalty kick. That was heartbreaking. It was a last second penalty knocked to the back of the net. Oof.
So
VAR too.
Yeah, it was a VAR.
Sure.
And
they got it.
They all are.
But it was correct.
I mean, that's what we hope. That's what we expect from VAR.
I'm with you. Oh well, no, we don't expect it. It's lucky when it happens.
It's what we expect from VAR now. What about this Watford Chelsea game? I know you were at work today, Brad, so I doubt that you had a chance to watch it yet. And since we're recording like a couple hours after it finished, I don't begrudge you for it having not watched it yet. But like I got my hopes up in the second half of this Watford Chelsea game. Watford looked like they were doing a fairly good job of containing you guys defensively and breaking out on the counterattack. They were, I thought, pretty effective at that up until you guys scored your second. And then like it's at that point it's chasing the game and you're playing into Chelsea's hand at that point. Because Chelsea's going to be like, all right, you can have some more of the ball. But yeah, I thought that Watford looked decent. I would say decent, containing you guys.
Yeah. So from everything I've been able to see and scrolling through the Twitter feeds, Reddits, it was not a very, very good game for Chelsea. But these are the types of games that, like, when you win them, it's the wins that you need to keep grinding.
Yeah.
Right. This was a grinded out win. This wasn't like a dominating performance like it should have been.
Yeah.
But
on that note, let's look at the league table because that's a super important point that you bring up because looking at the league table, like you guys are only 1 point up on City and 2 points up on Liverpool, who both picked up maximum points. If you guys had drawn two 2 consecutive draws in that would have been really bad for you guys. But as it sits right now, Chelsea's still first place on 33 points. Manchester City are in second place on 32 points. Liverpool in third on 31 points. West Ham United are still in fourth on 24 points. Arsenal are in fifth on 23 points, though they have a game in hand. That game against Manchester United tomorrow is yet to be played. Wolves are in sixth. Brighton and Hove are in seventh. Leicester are up to eighth. Tottenham are down to ninth. However, they technically will have 2 games in hand. The one they have to play tomorrow, and then the one from match week 13 that got postponed from the snow. So they've got some points that are available to them in the bag. United are in 10th on 18 points. Again, they still have to play match week 14. Brentford on 16 points. Crystal Palace on 16 points. Villa also on 16 points. That's 11th, 12th, and 13th. Everton are in 14th on 15. Leeds are up to 15th, also on 15 points. Southampton in 16th and Watford in 17th. And then in the relegation zone, we've got Burnley, Norwich, and Newcastle, all unchanged. Burnley's on 10 points. Norwich City's on 10 points, and Newcastle United are on 7 points, still searching for their first win of the season. Will they get it? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, that victory, getting a victory there, they grind it out, beat who you're supposed to beat. Away game on short on game. No. It was at Watford.
It was White. You're right. Yep. Yeah. Sorry, I thought it was home.
Traveling game on short rest. Like that. Those are all the marks of a win that's very good for you, especially after dropping points against United that you didn't expect to, and all of your rivals, your title rivals, also picking up maximum points. This is going to be a super spicy title race. If all 3 of these teams continue to perform like they are. I don't.
It's 3-horse race.
I told you guys we have 15 straight points coming up. We played five lower bottom half teams coming up, and I said if Conte does what he's supposed to do, we're picking up 15 points, and we're going to be right there, like high beams on.
So you're saying, you're saying over the next 5 matches, you'll have 15.
It was either 4 or 5. Hold on now.
All right, no,
we had some trash cans coming up.
It's cool. That's fine. So if you guys pick up all 15 of those points, you'll have played 17 games, and you will be on 34 points.
It was Leeds, Brentford, Norwich.
You ain't nowhere near the top.
Hold on. Did you hear what I said, Sean? So if after the next 5 games, you will have played 17 matches, and you will be on 34 points if you win all 5 of them.
Yep.
Chelsea have played 14 matches, are on 33 points. And they will have 3 more games to play. So if they pick up 9 more points over those 3 games, I don't know who Chelsea's playing. Like, they'll still be 8 points ahead of you.
I said we'll
Leeds,
be.
Everton, Wolves.
I'm not saying lead. I'm saying in the mix. I'm not saying we're going to be leading.
Oh, okay.
I said we're going to be headlights. We got the brights on.
Okay.
And we're right behind you.
You're
coming.
You're in the rearview mirror, and you're making it known that you're there.
Making it known that we're there. Yeah,
got it.
We're coming.
I'm glad that I understood that.
We went Leeds, Brentford, Norwich, Brighton. Then we got Leicester. That's going to be a tough one. Oh, and then we got Leicester
tomorrow. I don't know what you like. That's a level game right there.
Okay.
Look,
all right. Never mind.
But secondly, to add to that point, because I know you're getting pissed at that.
All right.
Conte is setting it up for if you guys lose these games. He's already put it out there that Tottenham can't compete.
Yeah, I mean, Conte's covering
He's setting
his ass.
you guys up that if you lose to either Brentford or Norwich, because like Brighton is probably a level game. Leicester, when Leicester is on, that's probably a level game. Brighton this year are not bad.
Brighton is not a levels game, bro. Not for Tottenham Hotspurs.
No.
This year it is.
Leicester, you can make an argument for.
Leicester's the one. Leicester's the one, and then we'll probably get stomped out against Liverpool. That's probably going to be a 4-2 at best, and that's at best is that we get 2.
Yeah. Will that be both your matches against Liverpool though? Haven't you guys already played them this year?
Yeah, that's a league game. No, I don't think we have. No, we haven't played them.
Oh, I thought you guys had.
Yeah, I'm scrolling
Yeah,
back
so
now.
that's an interesting. Yeah, so I agree with you, Brad. That was definitely a good result for Chelsea in a game that you have to win. Villa City, I think if you looked at this at the beginning of the season, you were like, that might be a good game. But I think at this point in the season, Villa have been so bad recently, and like they had to replace their manager, things like that. I know that the Liverpool fans were hoping that Stevie G would get one over Pep, but
too soon.
Villa they're just not there yet. I wish this Merseyside derby was a better game. I mean, like as a neutral, I wish it was a better game. I know the Liverpool fans are happy that they smashed Everton, because this was definitely like a revenge game for them, if I'm to believe Twitter, even though Twitter's not a real place. But like they were all super salty about last year away at Everton, and super happy that they were able to stomp them out this year.
The biggest result for you, though, James, would be that West Ham Brighton game. That draw there is huge for you guys.
Yeah. So if Arsenal, when Arsenal beat United tomorrow, we'll be 7 points off of Chelsea, but we'll be 2 points clear of West Ham in fourth, with 9 goal difference worse than West Ham. I'm predicting a 1-goal victory for Arsenal tomorrow. So we'll be the top 4. The goal difference of the top 4 clubs. What?
It's 8. If you guys score, you guys aren't playing West Ham. My bad. I'm an idiot. Ignore me.
Math is hard for Brad.
Math is hard for me. To ever like this is Black Friday Power Week, so like,
yeah,
I'm bleary eyed. I'm crazy, but it's fine.
Did you say Black Friday Power?
It's Black Friday Power Week. Like this is Power Week for Best Buy.
That's a thing. Okay.
No, I said Power Week. Yeah, Power Week is like all the sales, all the craziness.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that if Arsenal win that match against United, it will be. I'll be happy. I don't think anyone would have pegged Arsenal being in fourth after the first month of the season.
I think if we had the sheets of integrity, there's one of us that said Arsenal would be in the top 4.
There's 2 of us. Didn't you have Arsenal? Did you have Arsenal in the top 4, Brad?
I might have. I
thought you did.
But we don't have the sheets of integrity
because you guys didn't have Europe.
Yeah, I think you picked Arsenal to be 4th.
Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah,
I think I said Chelsea, City, Liverpool, Arsenal because of no Europe. I think that's exactly what I said.
You guys are both wrong.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Did we put Tottenham for all 4 spots?
Tottenham.
No, I put Tottenham in. I put Tottenham in 4th in my own sheets of integrity.
Yeah, you had Liverpool winning, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Liverpool winning.
I think you had Liverpool, City.
Yep.
I think you said Liverpool, City, Chelsea. Tottenham.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And I was
still how I feel.
I think I was
still how I feel.
I think I was Arsenal, Chelsea, City, Liverpool, if I'm not mistaken.
Arsenal, Jesus Christ.
I still don't think it's outside the realm of
I'm
possibility.
sorry.
I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility.
It's not. Okay. All right.
And Tottenham making Champions League is definitely not outside the realm of possibility.
If you guys are allowed to be the team in the rearview mirror with the brights on, then
all we got to do is win some games.
That's all you got to do to win the league.
Yeah, exactly. Just win some games.
Hold on a second. We're going back to these sheets of integrity because you didn't even predict your team to win.
No.
Like, what are you?
I'm realistic. Realistic.
But you think top 4 is realistic? Top 4 is not realistic. No.
Yes, it is.
I think coming into the season, I think Tottenham fans had a reasonable expectation that they would finish in the top 4.
4. Yeah. 4. I'm solid with 4.
I don't think that's an unreasonable expectation for any of the Super League clubs.
We had a trash can roster. Didn't know how Romero and all the new ads were going to be. They're good. Oh, 4's definitely realistic.
You still have a trash can roster.
Okay. Sorry we didn't pay $1 billion on it.
Yeah,
try to.
That would be an interesting question about like analyzing your squad and thinking, are these players good enough to win the league?
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting.
Well, yeah, yours are, so you're not in this conversation. Yeah, Chelsea's is. Like, I'm not. I feel like I'm growing to feel like I'm the most realistic person on this fucking podcast.
How? How are my expectations not realistic? We just won the Champions League. It's not far-fetched that we win the league and win Champions League again. We just did it.
I know it is. Yeah. All right.
Best team in Europe.
Okay.
And speaking of the best team in Europe, we're actually on pace to match the goals allowed record for the season. We are on pace with Chelsea of 0405, the Mourinho Chelsea.
Going into the season, James, what were you? Do you think you were good enough?
He's still thinking about that.
So right now, I'm still thinking about the players on Arsenal, whether or not I think they're good enough to win the league. But to answer your question, the reason why I picked Arsenal to win the league is because I thought that the top end of the table wouldn't be as good as they are, and they would have dropped more points than they have at this point in the season. And on top of that, Arsenal would benefit from the fact that in the latter half of the season, we would have less games. So think about it like this. Let's assume Arsenal win tomorrow and they're on 26 points. Let's also assume that Arsenal hadn't lost to Brentford. They'd be on 29 points. We only have had one bad loss this season so far. Yeah. And so I think when I made that prediction, if everything had happened like it has happened, with the exception that we beat Brentford, I think this is an entirely different conversation, and you guys aren't lambasting me for the choice that I made.
No, you're in fifth with a game in hand. Like you're still not unrealistic. You're right there.
Yeah.
However, I did see it. I'm not going to pull it up, but I did see a Twitter post of the top teams who are sending people to the Africa Cup of Nations, I believe it's called.
AFCON, yeah.
AFCON, and Arsenal has 4.
Yeah, but if we look at the 4 that we're sending,
hold on.
Sorry,
hold on.
I apologize.
And the comment was there was one United player, or one City player, two Liverpool. It was like three Chelsea,
maybe two or three Chelsea.
Two Chelsea, and then it was like 3 or 4 Arsenal and 3 or 4 United. Tottenham, none. And then the comment was, man, if we, because that's the whole month of January. And somebody was like, man, if Pep wins because he's racist, I'm going to be mad as hell.
I saw that.
It cracked me up.
So what I'll say about that is we're losing Aubameyang,
El Neni,
Partey, and Pepe. So Pepe hasn't been playing recently. Saka has displaced Pepe. So I honestly, I think Arteta is trying to see.
I told you Pepe sucks.
I never said Pepe didn't suck. All I said was that Pepe was better than Lamela. That was the only claim I made last year.
All right.
So I think Arteta was like, he played Pepe a lot at the beginning of the season and then wanted to see how the team functioned without Pepe in it. And the team has been functioning exceptionally well without Pepe in it. And so he's like, screw it, I don't need him. Word on the street is that we might, if somebody came in and bid like 25 million for him in the summer in January, we would accept that. Anyway, so Pepe hasn't been playing. El Neni doesn't play much. Aubameyang leads the line, but he hasn't been scoring a lot. So like, can Lacazette fill that spot? Probably. And then losing Partey is going to hurt. It's going to be helpful that Xhaka is coming back from injury, but Xhaka doesn't perform the same role that Partey does, so that will not be good. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah. So where we have
Mendy.
Eduardo. Mendy's huge for us for a whole month missing Mendy.
That's a big one.
That's a big one. I don't think, but here's the thing. Right, that's huge. Kepa's good enough for a month. I think we have the best 1-2 in the league. I don't think. But don't get me wrong. Kepa is definitely a huge step down from Mendy. But in terms of backup goalkeepers, it's him or Leno.
$600,000 a week on a goalkeeper. Like when they're both getting paid $300,000 a week. Like what does it matter?
I think Mendy is clearly better than Ramsdale. Ramsdale is a good goalkeeper. Leno is probably a couple levels above Kepa.
Leno and Ramsdale are both better than Kepa, but Mendy is so far above.
So much better.
Yeah.
Correct. That's why I think that would be the only one that I would see as an argument. And I don't think we lose Ziyech. Ziyech has been beefing with the Moroccan national team coach. So I think he stays.
The thing is, if he gets called up, he gets called up.
He hasn't been called up for like the past 2 or 3 international breaks, and he's been
He scored a goal
today.
They've
been going at it back and forth.
He scored a goal today, so
he's playing very well again. He's back playing very well. And that's kind of controversial on the Chelsea subreddit.
Is it?
That Ziyech has been terrible all around, and him putting together a couple of good games again is they don't know what to do with themselves. Who do we blame?
All right, so let's quickly. I'm going to quickly run down match week 15.
Do we want to preview Spurs, Brentford, or United Arsenal? And we want to talk about either one of those?
We talked about it.
I think United Arsenal is the better game.
Yeah, clearly that's the game I'm going to watch.
We'll see what happens.
I'm as confident. I sound pretty confident about that match, but I'm fully expecting Arsenal to lose 3-0 tomorrow. Just because United, I think Pogba's going to score some worldies and they're going to be pissed.
Is Pogba back yet?
I don't know. I assume he's back. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's been 3 games. Since Liverpool? Has to have been. Anyway, so match week 15, Saturday morning, London derby. West Ham are hosting Chelsea. That'll be a good one. Newcastle hosting Burnley. Someone assumes that that's going to be my pick of the week. I guess we'll find out. Southampton hosting Brighton. Wolves hosting Liverpool. Watford hosting Manchester City. On Sunday, Leeds are hosting Brentford. Another person thinks that might be my pick of the week. United are hosting Palace. Spurs hosting Norwich. Villa hosting Leicester. And on Monday, Everton are hosting Arsenal. Any of those games stand out to you guys?
Next week, I'll let y'all go first because the homer. I think the homer in me isn't wrong in this, but I'll let y'all decide first.
No, I agree with you. I think you're right, Brad.
I think Chelsea's the game of the week.
I was just going to go contrarian, and I was going to say, actually, United Palace is a big game. I mean, the way United's been playing and the way, Patrick Vieira needs a result.
That could
so
be a
does
good
United.
Game.
Yeah, that. Both teams need it. So, it's a good game to watch. I wouldn't say it's going to be it's a good game to see what happens. I wouldn't say watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Well, I think it will actually be probably a good game to watch.
It's interesting. It's an interesting game because the new manager needs a win. Patrick Vieira needs a win. He needs to stop the skid.
Ralph isn't in yet.
Yeah, I don't know if Ralph Ragnick.
Ralph won't take the play. Yeah, because they can't.
Oh, okay.
You got COVID protocols, and work visas to work through.
I think he's already passed the COVID protocols because he was apparently at Old Trafford today, getting a tour. So I think he's out of his quarantine. But the problem is that he apparently doesn't have enough games managed to qualify as an elite person coming in. And so while he does have this reputation in football as being an elite manager, he doesn't have the resume per se to back that up, and so his work visa is taking a little bit longer to get approved. So it might be, he might not take a match until December 15th, is what I've heard. But we'll see. We'll see what Michael Carrick's got for them. Brett, I don't think you're wrong. I think West Ham Chelsea is the best game of the weekend. In terms of teams that are.
Oh yeah,
on form.
If you want to watch a good game, it's going to be West Ham.
Let me throw this out to you about West Ham. They have picked up 1 point out of the last 6. They lost to City and then drew today against Brighton, so they are in desperate need of a result.
And they lost to Wolves too.
So has it been 3 matches in a row?
3 matches, 1 point.
Yeah, you're right. So that's not good. So they need a result. I think that West Ham could come out. That might be kind of like a make or break situation for them, because if they lose again, and then Arsenal win and they are like 6 points up or whatever, 4 or 5 points up on them in the for top 4, that could be a big issue for West Ham. So I think that's going to be a good game. Now, I also think the Watford City game is going to be good because Watford's been playing very well. I think that game could be a very interesting game, a very exciting game. It'll be short. It'll be a short turnaround for both those teams because both those teams played today and they'll both be playing on Saturday. So I think that could be a very good game. I think the Everton Arsenal game.
I would say that too. If Everton can get their act together, I think it might be interesting.
That's a trap game for Arsenal. That's 100% a trap game for Arsenal because Everton need a result, right? Everton have been down. They've been losing games. They just got slapped in the Merseyside derby, so they need a result. And Rafa Benitez is very good at getting results.
This is my question though. I think I put this in the group chat.
Okay.
Who do we think loses their job first? Rafa Benitez or Brendan Rodgers?
I'm going to give you a quick answer because we're getting along, but I think it's Brendan Rodgers will be out of the job before Benitez.
Really?
Unless Benitez leaves.
Really? I don't think Benitez makes it out the year. Brendan Rodgers could still make it out the year because they're number one in their group in Europa. So it's like, as Leicester, what do you prioritize? Do you prioritize the league table? I mean, of course, you're going to prioritize trying to get to fourth, but if you can't get to fourth, do you just go all in on Europa League?
There are some big teams dropping into the Europa League. Dortmund might be dropping into the Europa League. Atleti might be dropping into the Europa League. Whoever is the third place team from the group of death, so maybe Milan or Porto. Oh wait, no, it's either Milan or Atleti. Excuse me. So like, there are going to be some good teams coming into the Europa League. So like, there is good reason not to put your eggs into the Europa League basket. Traditionally, the teams that win the Europa League are the teams that drop into the Europa League from the Champions League.
Yeah,
it's Rafa. Like Leicester's in 8th. They have 19 points. Like it's not. They're not even that far out.
But is Everton going to fire their highest profile manager that they've had in years?
Second.
You're talking Ancelotti. Okay, I could give you that. But in the English game, I don't know. I think Rafa might be higher profile in the English game. But I'll take Ancelotti. That's fine. I don't mind that. But like, are they going to fire Rafa Benitez for?
The question was, who's getting fired first?
I don't think Everton fires Benitez. I think if Benitez isn't,
they're in 14th. Do you think they're good with 14th?
I think as long as they don't get relegated.
Leicester's good with 8th.
Here's my reasoning behind it. Everton have higher expectations as a club than Leicester do.
I disagree.
I disagree.
I feel like Leicester are happy to be where they are. They were happy.
No.
They want to do it again. Everton expect to be where Liverpool is every year.
No.
You don't think so?
Do the Mets expect to be where the Yankees are every year?
I mean, now they.
Yes.
I mean, they do
absolutely.
This year. Over the last 5 years, the Mets have expected that.
Have you met a Mets fan?
I didn't say the fans. I said the club. But okay, no, look.
Oh, yes.
Leicester wants Champions League football. Leicester expects Champions League football. They've been competing for the top 4 for the past 3 seasons. Everton would be happy with the Conference League.
Oh no! I just think you're misrepresenting Everton.
Excited for the Conference League.
I mean, when was the last time Everton were in Europe? I think they would be excited for the Europa League.
David Moyes.
Yeah.
David Moyes. Yeah. That was it. Yeah.
Do you know how many years ago that was, Sean? That was almost 10 years ago.
About 8, 9. Yeah.
Yeah, that was almost 10 years ago.
11, 12, 13, somewhere around there.
So again, Leicester has higher expectations, and that's why I think Brendan Rodgers probably gets the can first.
Yeah, I think Brendan Rodgers would get sacked. I think Rafa
4-1. I think 4-1 makes it an interesting conversation. Like losing to Liverpool that badly and in that fashion, I think makes it a conversation.
Liverpool are really, 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 really good though.
Right, but it's and did they? That was 1-0. 3-0 to City. I mean, that's expected, but 1-0 to Brentford, and then you go loose.
You're gonna go the other way.
I'll go the third way.
Okay.
Neither one of them are getting fucking fired.
Yeah.
Sorry for cutting. Neither one of them are getting fired.
I kind of agree with you, Sean.
I mean, okay, but who's the next? Okay, so then who's the next one going? Because like we're 14 games in, we've had 6 leave.
Honestly,
it's Patrick Vieira.
No,
it's Patrick Vieira.
It's Claudio Ranieri.
He just got hired.
Whoa!
Exactly.
No, it's Vieira because fuck Arsenal.
Hasenhüttl. I'll go with Hasenhüttl over Ranieri.
Guys, You don't understand how quickly Watford moves through managers. Watford, if they, I could see Big Sam managing Watford by the end of the season.
They're the Chelsea of the bottom half of the table.
Yeah, I look at how many managers they've had over the last like 5 or 6 years. Yeah. It's an incredible number. But look out for that. I could 100% see Watford firing Ranieri if he doesn't get it turned around.
Actually, I think it's Bielsa. My honest opinion, it's Bielsa.
I could see
Bielsa's the next one to go.
I could see Bielsa leaving. I don't know if Bielsa gets fired.
All right.
Anyway, we're long. We can talk about that later when we have more time. My pick of the week for this week. I think I am going to go a little higher up the table. I'm taking Villa Leicester this week. So I like to balance relative power. There is a slight bias towards bad teams, but I think that if I'm looking at this, of course, Newcastle Burnley is a trash can game. Like that's an honorable mention for James's pick of the week. I definitely think that that's a good choice if we're thinking about relative power and trash can games. But Villa Leicester to me has the most stakes in my opinion. I think that Aston Villa are trying to turn the corner, and I think that Leicester are like desperately trying to hold on to what they've got, and if they lose, then their season falls apart.
This sounds like a very good game, though. It doesn't sound like James's normal pick of the
week. You're supposed to pick.
You picked the trash can games.
But I pick relative power. The idea behind the pick of the week is I'm trying to pick relative power between. I put it on Twitter.
Hasn't been.
No. You. If I'm trying to pick trash can games, if I'm trying to pick trash can games, I'm picking.
Yeah, the idea would be you're not going to watch it even if you had the opportunity.
No, I disagree. James is going to try watching.
James is changing James' pick of the week.
Who am I to tell James what the James pick of the week is?
Yeah.
We just misunderstood him this whole time. It's okay.
You're not James.
I thought it was funny. I thought here I was, thought we had a good bit.
It was ironic. Yeah.
All right, fine. I'll go back to picking crap games.
No, man, we're good.
No,
James
joke's ruined now.
Nope,
go ahead and pick your good games.
James's.
You know what, Mike?
No, Sean. James's new pick of the week is Spurs Norwich.
Yeah, we got.
I'm picking shit
trash.
teams.
Two trash cans.
You want it? I give it to you. The new pick of the week is Spurs Norwich because both those teams are trash can fires. That's all I got for you. And since I'm the host of this podcast, that's all we're doing tonight. We're ending there. That's at KSBradG. Hit him up on Twitter. That's at Whiteheart_Sean. And I'm at James Tiffany on Twitter. We are collectively at Redcard_Radio on Twitter. Please, if you are still listening, like, comment, subscribe, 5-star, do all those things. Don't lose your sheets of integrity. And until we see you all again next time, that's all we got, and we will see you all next week. Thank you so much for listening. Good night.